Good evening, traders, and welcome to this week's Trading Tuesday. My name is Nishal Patel, and I'm going to be taking you through the markets for this week. For any new viewers that may be tuning into the Phoenix Blue Trading channel for the first time, welcome. What we do here is we take people through the financial markets so they have a better understanding of what to trade and how to trade it. Feel free to follow us on any of our social media platforms, and by all means, if there's any queries, feel free to send us an email listed right there. First things first, we're going to kick off looking at the global indexes. As we can see, at time of recording this this video, we are looking predominantly at the primary two indexes in the US and a series of European indexes, and what we can see is European shares are mostly down, led by mostly a downward turn in commodity stocks, particularly those in the metals. And we've obviously had some issues with the Bank of Japan. They've left policy mostly unchanged, and that has left a bleak view of Japan's economy, and that's obviously had a kick on into Europe. As we can see, we've got the FTSE currently sitting at just above 6,139, which is at a 0.5% change for the day in the negative. Also, DAX, so the Germany blue chip, is also down a 0.5%, and the CAC just under 8%, or 0.75% down. Moving swiftly on, and we're going to have a quick look at oil right now. Now, oil having made up and created highs, at least for the last 3 months, created a high for the last 3 months, and has been hit by what we look to, as we can see on our chart, technical resistance in and around the $40 mark. It has moved down for the second consecutive day. There has been production limitation from OPEC and Russia, but that's doing little to whet the appetite for the market by the looks of it, especially as Iran is considering to restore its crude output to pre-sanction levels before considering any limitation to output. Please note that Iran is the 4th largest oil producer globally. So right now, oil has taken a little bit of a tumble, and it's down predominantly, by the looks of it, to technical pressures. Moving swiftly on forward, and what I'd like to do right now is just have a quick look at a couple of charts. Before doing that, I want to look at the Australian USD and some commitment of traders data that's coming out from on the Aussie dollar. And looking at COP right now, what we can see is being in the lowest. Well, we can see the commercials and the net positions have been the lowest in 6 months. As we can see, it's an extreme. We're at 0 right now. Remember that net positions are long contracts minus short. That's where the net positions are coming up from. And if we also have a look, what we can see is that there's a 56%. So if we couple that with a 56% increase in short contracts on the commercials, please remember that this is from its previous data. It's going to be new data being produced today, and it's going to be out towards the end of this week. And what that gives us, that gives us Australian dollar short for the moment. Now, mostly, having a look at this chart, and it may look a little messy, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to break it down so you guys have a better understanding of what I'm seeing and what we're potentially looking at on the Australian dollar. Initially, as I said, off COT data, it's looking short, and I would say that's going to be for the next few days. And what we're going to be looking for is we're looking for a retracement. But right now, what we're observing is a monthly chart, so we can see it all the way back to pretty much the start of 2013 to where we are right now. So every bar denoting a month. What we can see, price action has come down, and technically, it's come down to a level of support down here at 6858. and it really has, what it's done is pretty much double bottomed. It's double bottomed, and then it's broken this key neckline, which is denoted by this purple figure of 73.70. After that, most traders have been in a position long, and most certainly we've taken this long. But right now what we're looking for is we're looking for a pullback or a retracement, and if we pair that up with analysis and the information that's come out with COP, what we should be looking for is intraday short positioning, definitely on smaller time frames, and looking to execute for a long position only after we come into this blue box here. I've got two Fibonacci levels on this. I've got the high to the low, looking at the retracement back up, and then I've got the low to the high looking and trying to calculate the retracement back down. And what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a confluence of levels, and here at Phoenix Blue what we found is we've seen key confluence of key levels, in particularly the 382, and that they are all bordering alongside where in and around the 7370 mark. And what we're going to be looking for is we're going to be looking for the Australian dollar short back to in and around this blue zone, as we've highlighted, a key area of support and resistance, as we can see on this monthly time frame, and then be looking to take it long again. If we pair this up with another one of our charts, having a look at gold right now, guys, and for those who tune in regularly, they will be able to realize that we have been in a position on gold, and we've been looking for a bullish position on gold. But right now what we've done is we've looked to take a short position, obviously looking for a technical pullback. This is gold on the daily time frame. By all means, if you have a look at it on the weekly or the monthly, you'd see that we are clearly in a retracement, and that retracement for us, our entry level was at 12.48, taking it short with a stop loss at 12.54, and the first initial target at 12.25, and then looking for it to go little lower to potentially 11.92, then looking to take it long from that point onwards. So both of them pair in well. Obviously, for those who know the markets, they know that they are strongly correlated with each other. So look for good returns on both Australian dollar and gold. Hopefully that's helped you today. Until next time, guys, by all means, stay tuned into the Phoenix Blue channel. And by all means, make sure that if you've got any questions, feel free to get back to us at the email address, and most certainly follow us on our social media. Look forward to hearing from all you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.